I swear to God. Hello? Should be working now. I don't know why. Holy shit. Let me give everybody a fucking minute. Upcoming. What does that fucking mean? You motherfucker. Jesus Christ. This is so stupid. There we go. Here I am. I can hear myself. Holy shit, I try so fucking hard.
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you, honey.
Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Kendro O donated $8.
Thank you.
Babsby has now broken her record for going full Zapruder on YouTube.
Fuck me. I don't know what happened. It's like, you know what? You would think I would learn. I have to check my mic. Anytime I do, it's always working. If I don't, it's never working. I'm almost starting to think Nick is like fucking with me. If he is, good for him. Did you? Was you? Hi, everybody. Let's try this again. So I said hi to everybody. I hope I didn't run anybody off. I'm so sorry about that. People are like, I'm not going to fucking fall for it again. I can't hear the face makeup anymore. All right, so, tell me you want me. Hey, Page Master, Brianna, Jill Pill, Lauren, Leg Strong, Brand Easy, Pussy Destroyer, Jill Pill, Dan's Confused Entrance, Skelly, Rocket Fuel Foreskin, Sting, Tiffany Rose, Mr. Smearcase, Long Fast Fuse, Lauren's Burn Phone, Spencer, hi, honey. Becca, did I miss anybody? Sorry if I did. Hi, Donde. And thank you, DeKendro, for the donation. Honey. Anytime I fucking mess...
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Was you?
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Sting donated $3. Was you? Answer the forking question straight.
Thank you. Was you? Answer. I like the way she said fucking. Answer the fucking question. The Tang Gang is here. Got a little tang to it. We're going to talk about that today. Nick is still sleeping. So we're going to go into Casey episode number 2, where he talks a little bit more in depth about some things.
Okay, I'm just going to ask.
Sorry. Once again. Let me check my volume. Sorry guys. Give me just a second. Because I want to make sure it's good for you too. Hi, David. Thank you. I figured that was you. Appreciate that, honey. I like the little avocado dancing on Casey's head when donations come through. We're going to talk about naughty stuff. Yeah, that's funny. The avocado is dancing on Casey's head. Thank you, Asbury Brad, for the artwork. Lauren and Casey and all the different iterations.
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Why is it playing again?
Kendro O donated $8. Babsby has now broken her record for going full Zapruder on YouTube.
I didn't do anything, but thank you again. Thank you. I don't know what happened. But when Nick is asleep, Babsby is on the stream titless. I'm titless right now. You probably have some rage today. Lauren enrages me constantly. And something has happened with me, with these new Casey calls. I've found myself raging again at Lauren when I'm alone. It's a really, I don't want to say it's a good feeling, but it's something that hasn't happened in a long time. And not to take anything away from any of the other catfish or calls or anything, because I enjoy them all. But there's just something about the calmness of Casey, that I don't give a fuck of Casey, that brings something out in Lauren. I can't quite put my finger on it. Rage. I was showing my tits and bits and dick.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you this straight out. Are you a virgin?
There's that laugh.
Oh, shit. God, no.
There's that fake
Why would
laugh.
you ask me that?
Because none of your stories make sense, and you told this lady that
Hi,
you've
VA.
only had 2 girlfriends for 3 weeks and you've never been intimate with someone. And then the whole Paula thing makes no sense. The way you described a vagina doesn't make any sense.
I've repeatedly told everybody that I've had a lot of one-night stands.
Yeah, but you also don't know anything about
And we all recall Lauren's definition of one night stand. And I can't imagine you have not heard these calls, listened to these videos incessantly like I have. But I will put a link to this call. And thanks to Blue Boy for sharing these. It's a genuine joy to listen to these for me. They're fantastic. Give me 1 sec. There we go. The guilty laugh, right? Very much so. Hi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And VA. Geometric headdress. Hi, everybody. Excuse me. There was a burp coming up. Sorry about that. So we all understand Lauren's definition of one night stands is having sex with the same person but not having a relationship. It's the first of many misunderstandings of sexual relationships.
about sex too, with the way you talk about it.
The way I talk about what?
Sex.
Huh?
The way you talk about sex,
Huh?
and how you don't know anything about vaginas. It's not a big deal if you're a virgin. I would just like to know what I'm dealing with.
I'm not a virgin, Casey.
Yeah, Keishi.
Okay. You said condoms make sex feel better?
I need to hear that statement. I need to hear Lauren saying that. Greatest, I would, just the greatest sound of all time. Lauren talking about condoms making sex feel better. And I suppose that's true for Lauren, considering the only sex he's ever had is with his own hand. And he wears a condom to keep his calloused hands from hurting his little penis. Duper's delight when they crack a smile or something when they're lying. You see it in the Chris Watts interview. Good morning, precious.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what it feels like to be constantly interrogated?
Well, I'm not interrogating you. I'm just asking you to tell me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth about everything. There's not one part of me that is telling you a lie.
Just if you don't lie, there would be no interrogating.
There's nothing about me at all that has been lying to you.
In my experience, people who tell the truth, and everyone has told a lie in their lives. Everyone's done something bad. We all have that one thing that we're ashamed of that sometimes comes under our head and we're like, holy shit, I can't believe I fucking did that. Lauren, I can't even imagine being Lauren and having that in my head constantly and trying to run from that bot. If you have to constantly say that you're not lying, it's probably a good bet that you're a liar. What is wrong with me this morning? Sorry, guys. Yeah, check Paula out. She's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to give you a free pass. I promise I will never bring it up outside of this phone call. I never will. You did not have sex with Paula. Okay? You can admit it, and I promise you I won't text about it. I won't mention it anytime we talk ever. I will never mention Paula ever again.
And you don't want me to lie to you.
Yeah, I don't want you to lie to me.
Okay. I had sex with Paula.
Poor Paula. Can you imagine living your life? I can't imagine she ever thinks about Lauren. But if she really did have sex with Lauren, that's thing one. That's the thing that comes into her head where she goes, I can't believe I did that. But we all know he didn't have sex with Paula, and the fact that he's running around telling everyone that he did, that's what he brags about. Like, Jesus Christ. Hi, Mama Gwen's fat ass chair.
Remember, you just said you don't want me to lie to you.
Hold on, somebody
Well,
is
I gave you a
meowing.
chance.
You give me a chance.
Hold on, give me a minute. Listen to the
Gave
call.
you a
I think
chance to
I
be honest.
locked Perry
It's
in.
not my fault
Whatever.
that you don't believe me. You want me to describe it?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
describe it again how her vagina was so loose
didn't
that
mean
it
to
was
leave
like
you in the
warm,
office.
wet air. That you never felt anything. That's impossible.
Okay.
Poor Perry. He's like, let me out. Please. I had to start like locking things up in a room because, including Perry, obviously, because Stanley is so fucking destructive. Anyway.
We were out in my living room. She went in on my bed and laid down. And after she went in there and lay down, I went in and lay down. I didn't make the first move. She made the first move. So all I did was lay down. As far as I knew, she had a boyfriend. She was just going to be over there. And
Okay, let me talk about this real quick. So Lauren's version of events is she had a fight with her boyfriend, a boyfriend, and demands that he take her over to Lauren's house. When she gets there, she goes and lays down to take a nap in Lauren's bed. Lauren goes and lays next to her. What the? In a way, to me, that's kind of making the first move, Lauren. But, I mean, that's a moot point. And none of this happened. Yeah, I bet Paula still talks about the goofy fuck who used to stalk her, too. Yeah, there's a robot call where he says she used to rub his Buddha belly and stop just above his groin. And Lauren considered that like making a move. And he talks about it later that she would make moves on him, but he didn't think it was enough time since breaking up with her boyfriend. Like, Lauren is doing the thinking for her.
over my house and just laying down and not an hour expecting anything to happen. And she's the one that leaned over and kissed me. She's the one that initiated the whole thing.
Yeah, you know it, Mr. C. I'm the queen of making moves. I'm always making fucking moves.
So I just continued along,
I want everybody in the community.
and we had sex. We started out with me on top of her, and then she flipped over, and I fucked her from behind.
Gross.
And she was the loosest person, the loosest woman that I've ever had.
This really pisses me off that he says this. This is like some childish shit that boys in middle school would talk about girls saying they're loose. They're louche. And Lauren talks about it. I can't remember if it's this video or not, but he talks about it being like warm, wet air. He didn't feel anything. Tell me that's not like a middle school boy's version of slut shaming a girl. And the idea that you wouldn't feel anything because she's so loose. When has that ever happened ever in history? It's like bags of sand.
Well, go into detail about the sex. I'm waiting for the detail.
Right? We had Shex. There it is.
Before I could come,
Ugh.
she got off me, or she moved and pushed me out of the way, and then she got up off the bed, pulled her panties up, and wanted to call her boyfriend back to come get her.
Here's another thing. And if Lauren actually did have sex with Paula, I guess I could understand he would remember how they did it. But if I had to think back to somebody I had sex with 30 years ago, I couldn't tell you like what we did or how we did it. I wouldn't be able to remember, well, I started in missionary position and then we did reverse cowgirl. Lauren's so full of shit, though. Yeah, she got off me. And they said, well, she pushed me off her. Hi, David.
Before you finish.
Yep.
Loose. Calling a woman loose.
Well, and how come the other day you told me after having sex you guys talked for hours afterwards?
I mean, but this is the same guy who told Kayla that the reason sex hurt for women when they're virgins or girls is because their pussy hole stretches out. I mean, the fact that Lauren was going to educate anyone on sex is fucking laughable. Here it comes. I'm starting to get pissed off.
I didn't tell you that.
You did. You said
Hey, Sean.
you had sex and you guys talked for hours before her boyfriend came.
We talked. I didn't say for hours. We talked before her boyfriend came. I didn't say for hours because she wasn't there for hours.
You said hours.
Hours.
No, I didn't say hours. I said
Well,
before her boyfriend came.
there you go, lying to me again. Do you feel like because you've like?
I would love to see a Lauren liar video, based around just the Paula story in particular, but his sex lies. I would love to see that. I know Reborn is a very busy person, but if you happen to ever hear this, Reborn, could you get right on that for me, please? Thank you.
You've rode this lie out for so
The inner
long
clit.
that you're in it too deep to admit the truth. Is that what the problem is?
No,
Because I told you I'm okay with it. I just want the truth.
I'm giving you the truth of everything that I remember. I don't remember talking to her for hours. I remember her wanting to call her boyfriend to have him come get her. And while she was waiting for her boyfriend, me and her talked about stuff. I don't remember exactly what it was we talked about, but we didn't just sit there looking at each other.
So then why did the psych evaluators say everything that you're claiming is not true?
I don't know why she said that, because I told her that I had sex with her. It's like the polygrapher. I don't know why the hell he's twisted everything around that I said either.
So now everybody's a liar. Everyone's just out to get you. Which, I mean, she puts that in her conclusion as well, that you're paranoid. And that beyond your victim stance,
there's some people that are not telling the truth, and it's not me.
It's you. You're the one who can't take responsibility.
Oh shit, I was muted. Sorry about that. Hi, Raptor. Raptor Bacon. Maybe Mama Gwen is loose from shooting out so many monsters from between her legs. I believe it was referred to as rotten crotch fruit.
Casey, I'm telling them the same thing that I tell you. They're not writing it down.
Truth.
They're writing down the opposite things of what I tell them.
Why he's talking about his counselors, not his counselors, the psychiatrist or psychoanalyst or whoever did that psych report and the polygrapher. They're writing down the opposite of what he tells them. What is the purpose of lying about Lauren? What would be their purpose? To fuck Lauren over somebody they don't know, nor do they care about. What is the purpose of everyone lying except Lauren? Lauren is the only one with a real motivation to lie. It's mind fucking boggling that he thinks he's selling any of this bullshit. It's fucking gross.
Why would they do that?
That I have no idea. But I've told Ashley the same thing I told you. I've told my new counselor the same
Thanks,
thing.
Hunnay.
I haven't told them anything different. None of them.
They would lose their jobs, Lauren. They have no reason to lie.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Mayday.
no reason to lie 9 different times in court under oath, and she did.
Yeah, but you can't name any, apparently.
Maria apparently lied under oath 9 different times. Lauren can't name any of them. And just for reference, I've done a video I actually went back and watched that for some reason last week. I did a video with the court transcripts, and it doesn't sound like there's anything that she said was a lie. Yeah, well,
I had them all written down. I probably still have it somewhere if I didn't wind up burning that box. That quote-unquote Jamie got me to burn.
Got me to burn. And, Jamie, as the robot tells it, it was not the robot's idea to burn the box. But isn't that convenient now that Lorne can't name any of the times because all his notes about it are in the box that he burned? Unfucking real. Why lie when the truth about Lorne is so much more entertaining?
Do you have at least one?
I've got one box.
No, one example of her lying.
Oh.
Right, Tiffany, as if he wouldn't remember something so important. He remembers the positions that he and Paula were in when they supposedly had Shex, but he can't remember something as important as Maria lying 9 times on the stand just a couple of years ago, sending him back to prison. And what motivation, again, what's the motive for Maria to lie? Just because they don't like Lorne? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Lorne thinks Maria was involved in our YouTube hijinks. Lorne thinks Maria is involved in the Church of Cod, which again doesn't exist anymore. That's not a thing anymore, and it really cracks me up whenever Lorne references it.
I gotta think back to what.
Yeah, I don't think he burned anything either, Pussy Destroyer. Keep thinking. He's waiting for a diversion.
I can't think back to them. I'll see if I can find the list of them.
I cannot believe I gave you my real number and you're lying to me.
Casey, I'm not lying to you. I just can't remember it right now. I didn't try to remember them all. That's why I
Not just
wrote them
about
down.
that, but lying about having sex with Paula, lying about everything that on this psych evaluation. You're saying none of it's true.
I'm not lying to you at all. I mean,
Based on the
literally at all.
paperwork, they are saying you are a liar.
Sorry, I want to mention also, a lot of people have brought this up. I went and watched that video of that.
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Jill Peel donated $3. Lorne's probation officer, counselor, psychologist, and the polygrapher are all in a group chat where they laugh and share how they record the opposite of what Lorne says and does.
Yeah.
High-paying serious federal jobs they are using to troll him as a hobby.
Right. They all got these jobs. And thank you, Jill Pill. That's a really good point. These serious jobs, I mean, Maria testified under oath. I would assume if she lied, she could be made to pay a pretty serious penalty. But because it's funny, they're going to lie about Lorne and set him up. Everyone is going to set him up, and he's really a good guy. And it's just a complete misunderstanding. Thank you, Jill Pill. So, was you? I went and watched that video of the 9-year-old singing the national anthem, and at the end, she's not wearing a short dress. She's wearing a shirt, and she's wearing leggings. And Lorne is absolutely disgusting for sexualizing her. And that's what he's doing. He doesn't even realize it. He thinks because it popped into his head, look at that, I can almost see her ass. Because he got turned on by that, he thinks others will. That makes her a victim. Fuck you, Lorne.
That you are a known liar.
Spot.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that you have a history of lying. You already have a history of lying with me.
They're going based off a polygrapher that has twisted every word that I've said around.
And
The video of the little girl is in the link it's in there's a link in the description of either the first Casey video or I think it's the Psych report video on Blue Boy's channel, but it's there.
And your probation officer and your counselor. It says it in there.
Not my probation officer.
Yeah, Omega, he's projecting. Thank you. And good morning.
Because Ashley knows everything, and I haven't told Ashley anything different than what I've told these people.
Okay.
So Ashley
There's no
knows that I
calligrapher on
haven't
the report.
lying.
Ashley knows.
There's no calligrapher on the report. They don't list a calligrapher. It's just the psych evaluator. It's just weird that you say this paperwork was credible, and then once you read it, you're saying now it's all a lie.
Hey, boo. Hey, boo. All the boos. So the funny thing is, Lauren sent the psych eval to Casey, thinking this is going to clear his name. She's going to see how he's cured by this paperwork. He didn't even read all of it. He latched on like he did to that little girl, that 2 seconds of that little girl. He latched on to his self-evaluation saying he's just a normal guy. He's a normal guy. He didn't even read all the paperwork. He never does. He doesn't read his terms and conditions of probation. He depends on other people to explain it to him. You know, whenever he would violate probation and have to sign a paper, he wouldn't read it. He wouldn't understand it. And then he acts confused. He's always confused when he's sent back to prison.
Because remember when you told me this paperwork's going to get me off of probation? You said they were hitting every...
Dan Jones, I think he has old pictures in that trailer too. I think he has pictures stashed away in that safe he's always talking about. Or he had also referenced way long time ago. I heard a story that he had asked Emma to send him pictures in the mail, like, you know, pictures of her vagina or titch and pushy, and take pictures, get them developed and mail them to him, and he could lock them in his filing cabinet, and probation wouldn't be able to search his filing cabinet. I mean, it's nuts. It's absolutely fucking nuts.
everything on the head. They got it all perfect.
Hi, Darren.
And then when I point out to you what she put on there that you didn't read for some reason, now all of a sudden they all are lying. Everyone's a liar.
Hi, Davis. It bothers me.
I can't believe you don't believe in me.
Why can't you believe that?
I'm not gonna lie and say that what they're saying is true, because it's not. It's not what I told them.
Yeah, Dan Jones, I may be misremembering it. I mean, it was years and years ago I heard that story, and it may not even be true. I don't know. But it does sound like a Lauren thing to do, doesn't it? Take some analog pictures of your pushy, take them to the Rite Aid and get them developed. Get an 8x10 glossy, put it in the mail and send it to me.
Ashley knows it, and Julie knows it.
Yum, yum.
And the polygrapher's gonna know it on August 4th.
You keep mentioning this polygrapher. I'm talking about the psych evaluation that a psychiatrist gave. You said the psychiatrist nailed it. They got it all perfect. And then I read it when she's actually saying that you're a liar and everything you do is fucked up, and now you're saying that she's a liar.
I was reading the self-description part, thinking that was her saying that.
Because she wrote it. It's her saying it. I mean, this man is 52 years old. He can't grasp simple concepts. I mean, I do believe he is like brain damaged in some way. I would bet my life he has at the very least a learning disability. And this doesn't excuse anything he's done, nor will it stop me from mocking him. But it's astonishing to me that the things he cannot comprehend.
Yeah, and
He read like the self-description part and thought, well, she was writing that, so it must be true. And the polygrapher isn't even referenced in that paperwork. I know, because I've watched that video 17,000 times.
then you got to her actual report.
Yeah. And that doesn't make me very fucking happy.
Right. Lauren is that old relative who passes away, and when you go through their attic, you find out they were a Nazi.
Fucking Christ.
This is that victim thing she mentions in her report. She nailed it. She got everything perfectly right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
apparently I was wrong about her nailing stuff.
now because it doesn't agree with Lauren's viewpoint. Well, I guess I was wrong about her nailing stuff. The only thing she nailed was what a fucking creep you are.
Well, only because it goes against what you believe yourself. It goes against your own personal self-assessment.
Yeah, but now I got to talk to Ashley about it, and I got to talk to Julie about it.
Here's something else I don't understand. He references talking to Ashley and Julie about it several times. I think it's because he can say nothing else. There's nothing else he can say, and I think he's trying to prove to Casey. This is serious. They're lying. I'm going to talk to Ashley and Julie about it. God damn it. What an inconvenience. I have to talk to Ashley and Julie about it. He'll say it several times. It's really annoying and stupid.
So I was thinking all the stuff that was self-description stuff. I was thinking that it was her saying that stuff.
Idiot.
Why didn't you read it all?
Because I read that self-description stuff, and I mean, it's stuff that she's writing.
It's stuff that she's writing. She wrote it, so it must be her viewpoint. Because, Casey, I read that self-description stuff, and it aligned with my way of thinking. So no need to read anymore and hurt my brain. I also believe Lauren probably didn't comprehend a lot of the words in the report, and it was difficult. I mean, we've all seen him read his own writing. And the fact that he thinks he can be a writer and he doesn't even understand the meaning of words.
He is extremely sensitive. He is extremely sensitive in his interactions with others.
Right, David.
That's the way I
Morning, Peter.
Like she was describing it.
So now you understand that it's a self-assessment? Self?
Yeah,
Self?
now I do,
Self?
because now I'm
Morning, Operation Lull.
But why didn't you read it all?
because
Were
I
you
was,
just too lazy to read the whole thing?
I was just reading over it quickly until I got to parts that I wanted to see what she was saying, and I thought I was reading what she was saying.
He was skimming to find the good parts. He was reading the Cliff's Notes version of his psych eval. If someone gave me a psychological evaluation, God forbid, oh my God, I would want to read every part of that. I currently don't, and it's not because I see anything wrong with it, but I used to see a therapist, and she retired, and I just haven't found anyone new that I'm comfortable with at this point in my life. But I used to see a therapist, and she would occasionally like write some notes down, and I would fucking wonder, like, did she write, she's fucking crazy? Or I would want to know what she wrote down or what she thought, but I wouldn't ask because then I was afraid, it would make her come to some other conclusion, like she is a narcissist, wants to know everything about herself,
You just block out
Hi,
things
Lola.
you don't want to see.
Not that I intentionally blocked it out.
Well, if this is how you wanted to prove to me that you're scared, you failed totally.
Okay, well,
If anything, I'm more concerned now.
this is what her saying this right here. Mr. Armstrong rated himself as most attracted to adults, 20 to 30s.
He's so fucking stupid. See, this is her right here. Right here. Mr. Armstrong rated himself. Stop right there, Lauren. Rated himself.
Rated himself. You just said it again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I just read it. Glory hound. That's right, Dream. Glory hound. That's what they're going to come up with. It's just a big piece of paper where my therapist wrote glory hound on it.
At the end, this is her saying this, not me. His sexual interest should be considered normal.
Jesus Christ.
Based off what you said.
Yeah, but she wrote
What am I
it.
supposed to do? Tell her that I'm attracted to kids when I'm not?
Jesus Christ.
She's basing it off your self-assessment.
Yeah, my self-assessment. I'm not attracted to kids.
Okay, case closed then. Despite all the evidence to the contrary, the fact that you went to prison, which is pretty serious. I mean, without everything else. I mean, if it just came down to just him going to prison for trying to fuck a 13-year-old girl after talking to her for a month and making it clear what he wanted to do to her, what he wanted her to do, and showing up, even without everything else. Lauren, it's pretty clear, for whatever reason, whether you're attracted to their face or their butt or whatever, it's pretty clear you want to fuck a kid.
And about that, ain't nobody can convince me that I am.
This is prude-horrific.
Talk fucking to Ashley and Julie about this shit.
Yep, gotta talk to Ashley and Julie about this shit. See what I'm gonna do about it? See?
As I was going to say.
Was you?
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you, Lala Grace.
Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Lala Grace donated $5. Therapists see the worst of the worst. There's nothing you could tell them that would shock them. Just, leave out the Church of Cord.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Lala Grace. I actually did. I mean, I think when she retired, I was just starting the YouTube staff. And I did tell her about that. And she said it was a good outlet for me, considering the shit that's happened in my life.
Why did it say on there that you fantasized about a 9-year-old girl, and why does it say you jerked off the teenage girl?
I didn't fantasize about a 9-year-old girl.
Hi, Krishna.
The 9-year-old girl that is being talked about is the same one that I just told you about.
Hi, Webs. I never want you to see me walk out the door. That's going to affect me a whole lot.
Why do you bring it up to them? It's a very random thing to bring up.
Was you?
Because it bothered me, the skirt that she was wearing with the predators that
As
are
I
out
was
there.
going to say. Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Voice donated $3. Lorne reading his own writing is underrated comedy gold.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing screams the next Stephen King like pausing mid-sentence to mumble what the fork at your own grammar.
What the folk. Thank you, Voice to Voice. Yeah, I love listening to Lauren read. It is really a guilty pleasure of mine. And maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll do a stream where we watch Lauren read his, what, that stupid fucking Taken Abroad book. Fucking love that. Yum, yum. Yum, yum.
That they would have.
Yeah, but why did
her
you just mention that randomly?
Because yes, it was something that was.
Hi, wee man. Drink of water. Was you? I'm an ESL teacher, and children in other countries don't even make this mistake. I mean, it never stops surprising me how Lauren can't comprehend his own native language. English is not a second language for Lauren. It is his first language. And he doesn't understand like false and fault. Just shit like that. I mean, there's a shit ton of other, I can't remember them though, Taken Abroad.
Was bothering me. I said,
And
yeah.
that's been bothering you?
I said it bothers me every morning when I watch the news. The news comes on. That little girl watching
Was
singing
you?
the national anthem comes on, and she's singing that song, and at the end of it, they've got her wearing a little skirt, carrying a flag, walking through a field.
I mean, Casey tries to make him understand why she's questioning this, and I don't think Lauren ever gets it. But why does that come up? Why did that even come up? And Lauren says, well, they asked me if something was bothering me. And I said, yeah, it bothers me that this little girl is on TV wearing a short skirt. And frankly, if she was wearing, if that thing she was wearing was a skirt, I mean, that would have been taken down immediately. I mean, the fact that that's been on his mind is a red flag to begin with. Call Emma. Listen.
I didn't like that, and I didn't think it was appropriate.
Hi, Heelborn.
So why are you commenting on the child's skirt? I don't get it.
Huh?
I just don't get why you're commenting on a little girl's skirt. Like, why was that on your mind? Because I see little girls in skirts all the time. I never think about it.
Because there's a lot of predators out there that will look at that. And it makes her a victim.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Lorne portraying himself as defender of children. You know, makes her a victim. Lorne trying to make it sound like he's telling probation so they can get this taken off the television. I mean, this is fucking insane. Casey's trying to say, why were you even mentioning it? If I see kids in skirts and shorts and whatever, in bathing suits, and I don't even think about it because I'm not looking at them as sexual beings like you are. You fuck. Yeah, he was attracted to her. It bothered him because it was stuck in his head. Don't put this on TV because now that's all I can think about is this 9-year-old girl in a short skirt. And it's your fault that I might victimize her, even in my mind.
Casey, I can't tell you that I'm attracted to kids when I'm not.
Hi, Night Driver.
I can't help that what you read on what you're reading on there that I didn't catch before.
I can't help it that you're catching shit that I didn't see. And it defeated the purpose of me sending you that fucking thing. Hi, T-Cap Theater.
I can't help that you want to believe that all of what they're saying. If I would have caught it before, I would have addressed it before with Ashley.
And you wouldn't have sent it.
Also, can I mention Lauren's crunchy bed?
No, I would have sent it because I promised you that I would have.
Oh, and I never break a promise.
Nothing that I'm going to lie to you about.
It's just the same shit.
I automatically think that I'm going to lie to you about something because I'm not, because I didn't even lie to them.
Yeah, I didn't even lie to them, Casey. Yeah, I mean, if you have to defend yourself constantly that you're not lying, you may have an issue with telling the truth. It's just a suggestion. I can't help you want to believe the professionals over me.
And that's what pisses me off. I can tell them, I've talked to Ashley about this stuff before and told her, I said, it's like, it doesn't matter what I say, they're telling me that I'm lying when I haven't lied to them for a long time. I even told her that there's some things that I don't remember that, you know, they assume that I leave it out on purpose, that I don't leave it on purpose, I just don't remember it at the time. Sometimes it might be intentionally blocking it out, or sometimes it's unintentional blocking out, but I just don't remember everything in detail.
They say you're an unreliable narrator.
Ahoy, hoy!
Unreliable about remembering things to a T. But that doesn't mean that I lie.
Isn't that fucking convenient? If I'm caught in a lie, I'm just going to say I forgot. I might have been intentionally blocking it out because it's painful to me, but that's not a lie. How's that not a lie? If you're intentionally blocking it out, that's called a lie. You fuckface. Bucktooth Bonanza?
I haven't lied to them for a long time.
Right, Dream?
Did I lie to him before?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't remember at the time equals he can't come up with a lie quick enough on the spot.
Oh, yeah, I did, because I didn't trust Maria. I didn't like Maria. I think Maria was part of all that online shit.
Why would she have been a part of all the online shit? Why would she risk her career to fuck over a parolee or whatever you call whatever the fuck Lauren is? And why are there chicken feathers on my... Holy shit. There's chicken feathers on my pajama pants. I took a walk outside this morning, and my neighbors have chickens, and they must have killed one. Ugh, it's gross.
She
Maria.
says she can't tell if you believe your own lies. She knows you're lying, and she can't tell if you actually believe them or not. Why is everybody a liar besides you?
Because it's my life that I'm talking about. They're not going to tell me what happened. They're not going to tell me what happened in my life. It's my life. It's not theirs. I'm the one that lived it. Not
Hi, keeping it real, dough.
them. They don't have any right to tell me I'm lying about my own life.
Lauren's so
They do,
offended.
and you're lying about it. You said you can't remember any of it.
I remember things that happened in my life. But because they want to choose to tell me that I'm lying about what happened in my own life, that's not my problem. That's their problem.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Lauren, if he were just a little bit smarter, he'd be... I mean, he's dangerous, but he'd be even more dangerous. I mean, he tries so hard to manipulate every conversation to make himself look better than he is. Lauren, you're a bad person. You'll always be a bad person. You won't take advantage of the tools that have been given you to better yourself. I don't think... Wow, I mean, this is a strong statement. I don't think what he did is irredeemable. I don't think he's fixable. I think he's hurt real people. I mean, I know he's hurt real people in real life. He has refused to acknowledge it, try to make amends for it in any kind of way. And I don't mean like calling up these girls that he traumatized when they were younger. I mean, by trying to get better, you can't take back what's happened. You can't fix what you did to those girls or to Betty. But it's just insult to injury that he won't even try to get better.
Well, it is your problem.
Well,
Yeah, it's my problem because they're making it a problem for me. I know what happened in my own life. It's like her saying that I didn't have sex with Paula. Bullshit, I didn't even tell her that. I told her that I did have
Hi,
sex with
Cornhole.
Paula.
Hi, Honest.
The way it happened was just exactly the way that I told you. I'm not going to lie to you about anything, Casey. We're taking a huge step forward.
That's a really great point, Lala Grace. He won't understand that therapists, especially ones working with sex offenders, are dealing with so much pain and suffering, disgust and hatred to prevent future abuse, not to waste their time on YouTube.
I am not going to lie to you about anything. I don't lie to Ashley about anything. I don't lie to Julie about anything. I didn't
Hi,
lie
Uncle
to
Touchy.
or the polygrapher or the Psych Valley doc about anything. The polygrapher I'm royally pissed at because my word's been twisted all around.
Mm-hmm.
The Psych doctor, that's a shock to me now that I got to talk to Ashley about.
Mr. Armstrong blames his lack of in-person relationships on
Yeah, Jeffrey, I can't believe he thinks once again he's talking to Casey.
his relationship with Paula. He noted that they spent time together after she broke up with her boyfriend. For about 6 months, they socialized. They did not discuss a romantic relationship, nor did they have sexual contact.
And I told her that we did have sex. We did not talk about a romantic relationship. I told her we
Mr.
did not
Armstrong
talk-
believed that they were going to date because she was, quote, giving him signs.
Jesus
His,
Christ.
quote, heart was broken when she began dating someone else. Since then, he's had 2 girlfriends. One relationship lasted 3 weeks and the other 1 week.
Yeah, I just saw that. Maybe Rebjorn heard me.
He texts and talks to several women who are in other states. He is reports he is waiting for them to come visit.
I got Laurenitis. Babs, do you think you'll ever stream the Jodi Arias case in the future? Yes. Yes, I will talk about that. That's going to take some time and mental energy for me, but I plan to talk about that. He believed they were going to date because she was, quote, giving him signs. It's like some stalker shit. And considering the latest Blue Boy video, where Lauren talks about how they spent all this time together at her work, after work, basically at work. She's giving him signs that they were going to date. Could have been her saying hello or winking or smiling at him or being a little flirtatious, because that's how servers, especially in a bar, that's how they make their tips. And Lauren spent so much time at the bar, the dining hall at the bar, and then at the bar. He spent so much time at the bar that he missed work. He was a stalker. She was giving him signs. His heart was broken. Jesus Christ, he's scary. The way we are.
Him and demonstrate their affection for him by following through with what they say they will do.
Hey, Dinosaur Tornado. Hey, Babs, based on the latest drop from Blue Boy, my hypothesis is he never spent a minute outside of her being a waitress at a bar. No family contact, nothing. What do you think? I think the exact same thing. And that's kind of always been my thought, but the Blue Boy video just cemented that in my mind. He was just a stalker.
The 3-week one?
Hey, Joey.
2 or 3 weeks. She left out
Well,
the
it's
2
weird
weeks.
that she got everything right that you said. All that's correct, minus the one part that you said that you had sex with Paula. But she heard everything else correctly because you've repeated all that to me before too.
Yeah, Chuper grandson. After work equals walking her to her car while security was between them. And it brings to mind like that South Park episode, what was it, Raisins, where they go to that like Hooters like bar, but it's called Raisins, and Butters falls in love with a waitress there. That's immediately what it made me think of.
But that one detail she just somehow missed.
Yeah, well, she left out that one detail that I had sex with Paula.
Yeah, that's mighty weird.
She also left out that I said 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't say 3 weeks. I said 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, get it right. See how she's lying? She said 2 weeks, and I said 2 or 3 weeks. That's how long we dated.
I couldn't remember how long it was. It was more than 10 years ago.
Well, that's scary, Dinosaur Tornado. That's creepy.
Well, now you're getting technical. She put 3 weeks and you said 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. I couldn't remember how long it was. I knew it wasn't that long. Casey, I'm not going to lie to you about anything.
Says a
I was
liar.
having sex with Paula. I had sex with Paula.
I don't know about you guys, but I usually don't have to preface any statements with, I'm telling you the truth.
You want to believe me with that, you can, or you don't have to. But you didn't want me to lie to you. I even described how it happened. I even talked to Paul and Laura after.
Why do you sound more upset about not having sex with Paula than the pedophile stuff?
That was my thought. He sounded more offended that she questioned him having sex with Paula than about being called a pedophile.
I'm upset about all of that.
Yeah, but you're like hyper focused on the part where she said you didn't have sex with Paula.
Because
I
you
mean,
were
what
focused
about
on
the
it.
rest of it?
Because you was focused on that. The rest of it, I'm not attracted to kids. How else can I say that? I haven't given them any reason to believe it. I've given them every reason to not believe it. Yet my words are still getting fucking twisted around in the polygraph, or by the polygrapher.
Why do you think women have multiple clits?
All right, guys. Let me address a question in the chat before we get into this. Do you think Lauren is genuinely... Hi, Mason. Do you think Lauren is genuinely unaware of how creepy he is and is out of touch with reality, or is he just really bad at trying to convince these women that he's a normal guy?
As I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Sting donated $3. Remember everyone, Lorne requested this psyche eval. He thought it would get him off of probation. What an 87.
Right, Sting. Lauren is the one that asked for that evaluation. I think he really believes that he's not a sick individual. So to answer your question, Mason, and thank you, Sting, Lauren genuinely is unaware of how creepy he is. He has a vision of himself and relationships in his head, which I'll talk about in depth. And he's also really bad at convincing women that he's a good guy. Bot. Hi, SJB Dweller.
I don't know, I was guessing.
He's out of touch.
When I've been down there eating a woman's pussy that I've been counting her clips, it's not...
I gotta go back. I'm sorry. I love that so much. Lauren's indignation for not counting clits.
Really, when I'm counting what I'm...
Oh, it won't go
for.
back.
Why do women get...
Hold on, let me try this. There we go. Why do you get technical with it that I don't know how many clits you have?
You have multiple clits.
I don't know, I was guessing. It's not like when I've been down there eating a woman's pussy that I've been counting her clips. It's not really when I'm counting what I'm there for.
Counting her clits. Casey's going to say this, but let me articulate the first thought I had the first time I heard this.
As I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Oh.
Joey donated $3. Lorne is the type of stalker to slash his victim's tires, then offer to take her to discount tire for new ones. Actually, he would offer to take you to the junkyard to find used tires.
Thank you, Joey. Yeah, Lauren is a manipulator. I can totally see him trying to manipulate a situation where a woman would be dependent on him for help. It's scary. Thank you again, Joey. Lauren says, when I'm down there eating a woman's pushy, it's not like I'm down there counting her clits. And Casey's going to say that's exactly what you're down there for. Lauren doesn't get the point. The center for a woman of pleasure, and I feel so gross saying this, sorry, it is the clitoris. And Lauren is not aware of where that is, nor how many women have. He obviously, if he has performed that act on a woman, he obviously doesn't know what he's doing. And the way he describes it is so fucking gross. Counting clits. Mr. Jones's clits.
Why do women get technical on that stuff?
What do you mean count them? I mean, you're not. That's exactly what you're down there for.
Yeah, Dream. He really doesn't understand how odd it is that he had so little knowledge of basic female anatomy, considering all of his self-proclaimed one-night stands. I may have said this before. I don't have a penis, but I've seen enough of them. But I'm pretty familiar with the way they work and what their parts are. I don't have to have one to know how they work because I've actually seen one up close. And I know that men have 0 clits. Hi, Tracy.
No.
As far as I knew, on the
Where do you?
they had
That's where the sexual pleasure comes from. Is the clit, Lauren?
That's true, Pussy Destroyer. I've met a few guys who didn't have any clue what they were doing either. So, to be fair, that's true.
Yeah, but as far as I knew, they had one. Am I right? Do they have one or do they have two?
Do they have 2?
You're a woman, you can tell me.
Do they have 1? You tell me, guys. Do women have 1 clit or 2? Can they possibly grow a mega clit? Someone tell me, please.
I've never been in bed with a woman and discussed it.
Disgust it.
I've never been through sexual education that went in detail in high school.
That I believe. I'm lesbian and I know how dicks work. Wish I didn't. I could feel foreskin. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I do believe what Lauren just said. They didn't teach that in sex education. But Lauren, that's not an excuse. I was probably a year behind Lauren in school. And from what I recall of sex education, I think we got a basic understanding of girls' bodies and boys' bodies. They didn't exactly have us do, projects where we labeled the parts or anything. But it wasn't a big secret either.
Because that's not what they were trying to teach us.
Mega clit.
You've had as many one night stands
Yeah, I've never been in bed with a woman and discussed it.
as you claim, you would know how many there are.
Why? I had
Boy.
sex with them.
Because you said you love to eat pussy. You said that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I know how many clits they have.
Yeah, Robert Lyons. If you're licking labial folds, you're not doing anything. And he describes his technique, and Casey puts it beautifully.
You definitely should. You must not be very good at pleasing a woman if you don't know.
We never discussed it.
You must be terrible at pleasing a woman if you don't know. True. He complains multiple times that there wasn't porn in the house and his family didn't explain it all to him. I would disagree with both of those statements, to be honest with you. I think there was too much of that going on in the house. Unfortunately.
I've never
Lauren.
discussed it with anyone.
Eating pushy.
How many did you feel with your tongue?
I don't know. My tongue was all over the place.
Ugh. There's a liar laugh. I don't know. My tongue was all over the place. Ladies, take a moment. Do me a favor. Put your feet up in your chair. Spread your knees. Kiss your finger. Imagine, Lauren. I'm going to throw up. I'm sorry. Imagine that face coming towards your crotch. And then that tongue just licking everywhere, like, like.
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Thank you for saving me. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Joey donated $3. My girlfriend said that this is a great Sunday morning thing to hear so early.
Sorry.
When talking about how counting clits. She said turn that shit off and don't fucking touch me.
Sorry about that, Joey. You should know what I'm going to talk about, though. That's not my fault. Fucking Batsby. I can't get laid because of fucking Batsby. Thank you, Joey.
Like a dog drinking from a bowl of water? What do you mean?
Like a dog drinking from a bowl of water. And that's, if he has ever been near a woman, that's probably exactly what he did. Blah, 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 blah.
Now,
was your tongue all over the place?
Because it was all over the place. It was all over the place, and it was all in the place.
What are you? Oh my.
Yeah, that's like 14-year-old BS. It was all over the place and all in the place. That's exactly what someone would say who's never been near a vagina.
God. Where? Where was it?
It was in the pussy and it was on the clit and on the outer clit.
Fucking on their outer clits. Oh my god.
Where? Where was it?
It was in the pussy and it was on the clit and on the outer clit.
On their outer clits. Their outer clit. Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna pee myself. Their outer clits. Oh
As
god.
I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, being A.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Oh, I am so sorry.
$5. I love sex. I love oral sex. Now that you put the picture of Lorne going down in my brain, I'm repulsed. Instantly asexual.
I'm sorry.
How dare you betray women this way? You have a year before you're arrested.
Oh, thank you for giving me a year to get my affairs in order. I'm sorry about that, Lala Grace. I just wanted everybody to understand, like, what's going through my head when I hear that shit. Like, that's what I imagine. Like, Lauren just bleh, all over the place and all in the place. The outer clits. Yeah, that's called the labia, dude.
And it was on a G-spot.
Did you catch that? Let me play it again. Did you catch it?
As I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Joey donated $3. Licks pushy like a dog drinking water. Eats shit from feces catfishes. Follows Paula around like a lost dog and probably humps Mom Edwin's leg
Probably.
like one too.
Probably. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, he's a dog. Dogs. I wouldn't insult dogs that way. Lauren's rotten mouth. Yeah. Thank you, Joey. Licks pushy like a dog drinking water.
It was on a G-spot.
G-spots. Multiple clits and multiple G-spots. I can forgive him for not understanding about the G-spot. Because, to be honest, there are people who debate whether that even exists. But the clit thing is unfucking forgivable from someone who will not acknowledge that he's a virgin. If he would just admit he's a virgin, it could be forgiven. His ignorance could be forgiven. Hi, Mandy. G-spots. It's just spots shaped like a G.
And I lick all around them.
Lick all around them G-spots and clits.
Where are the G spots?
Huh?
Where are the G spots, Lauren?
On the inside.
Well, I guess technically he's right.
Where?
Usually to the left. I think it's usually to the left.
He says this so... I can't even describe. One more time.
On the inside.
Where?
Usually to the left. I think it's usually to the left.
He's guessing, of course. Usually it's to the left. He's hoping she's going to correct him and not laugh at him for his ignorance. Which, Props to Blue Boy for not busting out laughing. I would have had to hang up because I would have been just laughing so fucking hard. Usually to the left. Little man in the rowboat, right? Yeah, on the leg. Am I hitting your G-spot? Am I hitting one of your G-spots or your clits?
That's of what?
On the inside, to the left of the pussy.
To the left of the pussy.
Stick your tongue in. It's on the left.
I actually did do a little research about the G-spot, just so you know, and it is not to the left of the pussy. It's located above your. Oh, I can't. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
At least that's.
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Dinosaur Tornado donated $3. No shame on being a virgin.
No!
I was actually a virgin myself until I had sex. Also, Lorne describes finding the G-spot like he's directing someone to the Walmart tire department.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dinosaur Tornado. There's absolutely zero shame in being a virgin. There's shame in being a virgin and pretending that you're not. Lying about it. Acting like you have so much sexual experience, but you can't name basic female anatomy. And the way he describes a vagina I can't even picture it in my head. To the front, couple inches in, come hither motion. There it is. That's exactly the article that I read. You put your finger in a couple of inches and do like a come hither motion. That's exactly the article that I read. Thank you for allowing me to articulate that, Pussy Destroyer. But I guess with a name like Pussy Destroyer, and there's no way you could be wrong.
Kathy.
Who told you that?
Yeah, there's shame of being a virgin and a sex offender. That's for sure.
Huh?
Who told you that?
Well, that's where it was with Kathy.
To the left of the pussy.
That's where it was with Kathy. Lauren is about to explain why he thinks the G-spot is to the left of the pushy. Where on her thigh?
To the left. On the inside, to the left.
Fuck.
Put my tongue on the inside,
where's
to the left. I stuck my tongue on the inside of her pussy, and I wiggled my tongue around to the left, and I hit her G-spot.
I stuck my tongue in her pushy, and I wiggled my tongue around and to the left, and I hit her G-spot. First of all, bullshit. Your tongue isn't long enough, number one. And how are you wiggling your tongue around? I mean, this is the same guy that said he toe fucked someone too, which is fucking gross.
How do you know?
Because she let it be known. And she told me
How long
after.
is your
She let it be known, and she told me after. Let's pretend for a moment that Lauren and Kathy actually had sex. And I find it really funny that this guy who's had so many one-night stands can name them all. Isn't that interesting? He can name almost all of his sexual partners, of which he's had so many. Please. Let's pretend for a moment that this actually happened. And he stuck his tongue in, and he's wiggling around, and he somehow bends his tongue to the left. What probably happened is he was lapping around like a dog with his rotten breath and bad teeth. And she looked down and saw that bald head and his weird ears and thought, what am I doing? And said, oh, I'm coming. Oh, that was great. You hit my G-spot. Get off me. That's exactly what would have happened if this were real. He's tonguing her spleen.
Do you have a 9-inch long tongue?
Huh?
Do you have a 9-inch long tongue?
I can confirm, Dream, I have never uttered the words before now, you hit my G-spot. Never. Wow, Lauren, that was great. You are the best lover I've ever had. You hit my G-spot. Fucking gross. Oh, Lauren, that Shex was peachy keen. You hit my G-spots.
Did I have a 9-inch long tongue? No. I didn't take a 9-inch long tongue.
Yes, it would.
She said, oh, that's one of my G-spots.
Casey.
She let me know that I hit her G-spot.
She let you know that she wanted you off her if that were real, which it's not.
She told me after, yeah, you hit my G-spot.
Yes, right, Dan.
You would never hit the G-spot with your tongue. What does a vagina taste like?
Tastes like a vagina.
Wow. That toe woman died of a fungal infection never before witnessed in humans. Thank you, Dream. Yeah, make a Babsby soundboard. Oh, you hit my G-spot.
What does it taste like?
Why would you interrogate me like this?
You're getting too close, Casey. Casey. He's having trouble coming up with the lies. I stuck my tongue in a pushy and wiggled it around. Worst oral sex ever. Worst imaginary oral sex ever.
Well, you should know I'm not done interrogation unless you're going to lie to me.
Well, it's been a long time since I tasted one.
Yeah, but you would know.
I prefer my G-spot on my right. The G-spot on my left is okay, but not as great as my G-spot on the right or the one near my butthole.
But it still tastes like...
Cornville Commoner, he did say he toe-fucked someone. He actually describes it in one of these calls. A little tang.
Tastes like a vagina. How do you want me to explain it? There's a little tang to it.
A little tang to it.
A little tang to it.
See, it doesn't matter what I say. You're going to try to make fun of it.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Hi, Patrick.
It's just like...
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Joey donated $3. This guy remembers all his partners and encounters and he was incredible every time. I've had partners I don't remember and I also remember times where I was pretty bad, but Lorne has been awesome every time. What a liar.
That's a great point, Joey. Thank you. This guy remembers all his partners and encounters, and he was incredible every time. That's got to be a lie. I doubt he's had sex once, but Lauren always describes it like he's just a machine. He's like a pushy eating machine. He's touching all the G-spots. He's turning women upside down. He knows who they all are. It's all bullshit. I mean, everybody can admit there have been times when they're great, times when they're not so great. And especially for somebody who drank as much as Lauren, push and rope, baby. So tang. We're going to talk about tang. He says a vagina has a little tang to it. Let's find out what Lauren's definition of tang is. That's why they call it poontang.
It's like raw skin. I guess that's the best way I can describe it, as raw skin.
Raw skin as opposed to cooked skin?
It's got a little tang to it.
Liar laugh. Got a little tang to it. Yeah, he's bitching about being interrogated. Meanwhile, God forbid she goes out with a friend for drinks because she's going to be answering questions for days. Mike's mom. I can't wait to talk about Mike's mom. The tang clang.
You know that drink, Tang? Have you ever heard of that drink? I don't even know if
Yeah, I have.
So Lauren thinks the word tang when something has a tang or tastes tangy, it tastes like the drink Tang. This fucking guy is so goddamn stupid. How's it taste? It's got a tang to it, like the drink
As I
Tang.
was going to say.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer that fucking question, Ramona.
Sting donated $3. Is it just me or can anyone else hear the squeaking
Yeah.
from that hamster on a wheel running at full speed in his brain? Poor bastard.
Thank you, Sting. Yeah, it is intriguing to watch the lies unfold like in real time, to watch the process, how he tries to come up with these stories. And a lot of them are practiced. A lot of them are rehearsed. He said them over and over and over again. But we're kind of getting into some new territory. What does a vagina taste like? It's got a little tang to it. It tastes like that drink, that astronaut drink. Wu-Tang Clan.
All right, a little bit like that.
It tastes like oranges.
No, not quite like oranges, but kind of the same tangy taste. Kind of, but not quite like oranges.
Yeah, fuck yeah, the avocado.
But kind of like oranges.
Yeah, Joey, he does a lot of delaying tactics that become really obvious when you've listened to Lauren for a long time. The laugh is a really good tell. A lot of times when he's asked something that he needs to buy time to answer, to come up with an answer, he'll do one of two things. He'll say, huh? Or he'll repeat the question. He does that a lot.
It's just got a little tang. Why the hell do women ask me this stuff now?
Why do Wu-Tang clit? Thanks a lot. Hi. Tangy taste. Citrus flavored. It's clitoris flavored.
Christ, in
Well, it's
person,
weird
I
that you're
get
getting very defensive because you don't know anything about the
Well,
female body.
in person, women never ask me this stuff in person.
It's because, well, she's going to say it, but that's because these women don't exist. In person, women never ask me this question. First of all, he's using the present tense as if he just has women lining up at his door. But I can't imagine if the only sex he's ever had is with these one night stands. These women wouldn't be in a position to say something like that. I would just imagine their first thought would be, how did I get this drunk? And the second thought would be, how quickly can I pretend to have an orgasm so I can get rid of this fucking guy?
Well, because there's no women in person.
When there was, then they never asked me these questions.
Well, then tell me more
Tangy.
about the outer clit.
It's just floppy and it's nice to suck on and to play with.
This is the most unappealing description of a vagina I think I've ever heard. They're floppy, fun to suck on, and fun to play with. And to be clear, he's talking about labia. He's talking about the outer labia, the pussy lips, that he thinks are clits. It's so disgusting the way he describes it. They're floppy. Like, I just imagine, 3 feet long labia. Like, they're floppy, flapping in the winds. Floppy clits. The outer clit tastes like Kool-Aid.
It's just floppy and it's nice to suck on and to play with.
To play with.
You say floppy?
Floppy. Floppy, not sloppy. Floppy.
Floppy. Floppy. I don't know what vaginas he's seen, but man. Like the ears of a basset hound.
Why is it floppy?
Because it's the pussy lip.
Meat curtains. That's right, Rai. They're called meat curtains. And inside are the sugar walls.
Actually, it's not a clit, I guess. I don't know if they consider it a clit or a lip.
Oh my God.
Holy Christ, I feel so fucking interrogated.
Well, why is your pussy lip flopping?
Hi, the natty daddy. Everybody to the left. Tang curtains.
Casey, why are you asking me these questions?
Because it's unfucking believable.
Rabbit hole. The lip and the clit are very different.
Women have never asked me these questions in person. Why is it the women are asking me these questions over the phone?
And right here, Lauren, is when something should have gone off in that ridiculous brain of yours. You know, when the suspicion hits, maybe just hang up the phone. I'm glad he didn't. But
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Thank you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Joey donated $3. Winnie would describe the taste of tasting like Sunny D just to get a rage out of him. Cause D for Dan.
thank you, Joey, Sunny D. D? Like Dan. Just can't fucking keep Dan out of your mouth, can ya? Can ya? Yeah. It would be very easy to say I don't know, right, Dan Jones? You should feel stupid.
I don't know who else is asking you besides me.
Well, quote-unquote Jamie asked me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Winnie
I'm
asked
not Will. I don't know what they did to you. I'm just...
Yeah, good point, Vorflex. Men have never asked women questions like, was you naked when you saw the doctor naked? The interrogations that he conducts are way worse than anything she's doing right here.
saying what I'm saying.
Kenya.
You do know what they did to me. It's all over the internet.
Lord, I would have to be able to sit down for like a full 2 to 3 months to listen to everything they recorded about you.
I also like that Lauren will talk about his internet presence, sometimes with pride, as if you should know all this stuff. It's all online, as if these women, quote unquote women, just sit and watch Lauren videos all the time. I mean, we do that. And not because we're obsessed with him in a good way. Like he's a superstar or a celebrity, an honorable celebrity. It's all over the internet.
And with you.
With all the one-night stands that I've had, I've never had a woman sit down and discuss her bodily parts with me.
Yeah, we don't do that, Lauren, because we expect a grown man to kind of have an idea of what they're doing. We don't, I mean, maybe some women find it appealing to have to teach a man what to do, but in my experience, I've never found that particularly appealing to have to tell a guy like...
As I was going to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to say.
Maju.
Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Normal Strong donated $3.87. My pushy tastes like 100% Tang burger.
My pushy tastes like 100% Tang burger. Thank you, Lauren Lakestrong. Tang. Got a little tang to it. And that's just so silly to me that he thinks the word tang is affiliated just with that drink. I don't even know how to describe the feeling that gives me. Sort of like when somebody hits my left G-spot.
Is it because these women don't exist?
You can believe that if you want to.
If you want to.
It's completely up to you.
I mean, you said you love eating pussy, but you don't know where or what the clits are.
And thank you, Casey, for not answering his question about whether women have one or two. Thank you for not clearing that up. Hi, buddy. I'm almost done. We're getting through the gross stuff.
Well, I just gotta.
Okay. Go clean yourself up while I finish this. I don't want you to hear this stuff.
I don't know the names of the parts. I didn't know that I was...
Yeah, Craig, oh my fucking word. Did he go to your house? Or did you go to his house? Or did he go to his house? And you go to your house? Or did you go to different houses?
There to be able to list off the parts of a woman's body.
Well, you should know where they are.
Okay, well, you can teach me.
Ugh.
You'll be the first one to teach me.
Who the fuck wants to do that? He's mentioned this with another catfish. When they had a similar conversation. You can teach me. You'll be the first one to teach me. No woman, no grown-ass woman wants to teach a 52-year-old man how to do that. There's nothing less sexy that I could think of, you know, other than my mom wearing a
As
thong.
I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Waynet 10 donated $3.
Right?
Do we need more evidence? Even comic book reading, sword collecting nerds, like me, have had more experience than he has. The biggest shame was never being a virgin, but lying about it is downright embarrassing.
Thank you, Wayne Tech. Yeah, I mean, there's no shame at all in being a virgin. The shame is in the lying about it. Little boys lie about that stuff. Little boys that don't, you know, that want to brag to their other friends in middle school lie about that stuff. Not grown-ass men. But Lauren's not a man. Let's go back just a little bit so I can finish my thought. And thank you, Wayne Tech. The first one to teach me. Yeah, he just admits it right
You
there.
have to list off the parts of a woman's body.
Well, you should know where they are.
Oh, thank you, Egbert. Babs has arrived. The flap under the flap.
Okay, well, you can teach me. You'll be the first one to teach me.
Gross. Yeah, Lala Grace, there's a difference between learning specific things your partner likes, tailoring it for them, and teaching someone who doesn't know anything at all. It is not... Lord thinks it's normal. I mean, I'm sure there are men out there who don't know what the parts are called. But
As I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Lauren, as I was going to
Thank
say.
you. Answer the fucking question, Ramona.
Joey donated $3. I'd rather have one person tell me I'm bad at sex every day like I do now than multiple one-night stands tell me that every morning.
Thank you, Joey. Yeah, and something else that's... Thank you very much, Hunnay. But that brings to mind something else that is really telling to me that Lauren is lying about all of it, is the fact that he sticks with the story that he's had all these one-night stands. Lauren couldn't let go of a woman that he didn't even have a relationship with for 25 years. He could not let go of Paula. He wants anyone to believe that he would have casual sex with anyone, and be able to just walk away from that. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, Lauren has never experienced true intimacy, and that's evidenced by the things that he considers closeness on the phone. Being on the phone while someone's sleeping. I mean, just stupid shit like that. Whew. Which one do I want to listen to? This is the one I want to do. I love this one so much. Was you? It's from a Ramona call. I can't remember which one it is. I'll try to remember for you, honey. All right, I haven't even had my breakfast yet. This was amazing. Thank you, guys. Did he touch your hand? I can't wait to get to that one. Thank you so much for joining me. This will perk me right up. The Doctor on Raptor Bacon's channel. Thank you. You can't stop another guy from touching all your clits.
You will never be able to.
Bye, sweethearts.
Someone else? I'm cutting on my ass and my tail. 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 I got a tough man here.
You are fucking bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge. You are fucking bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge. Work that shit. Work that shit. All fucking night. Work that shit. Work that shit. All fucking night. It's probably a goddamn good thing that I'm insecure. I got some thinking to do.
Okay, we're gonna go for round 2. You ready?
No.
Ass in the ass, ass in the ass, ass in the ass. Don't stop.
Gotta get that.
Ass in the ass, ass in the ass, ass in the ass. Get down! But I thought I was fucking sober.